Hi, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. How are you? How you doing? Let me see. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, I want to rotate. I don't want to rotate. How are you? How are you? My grandson went home, so here I am. Hi, Trees. I'm doing good. How about you? So, Tammy, you're first. Shelly second. George is third. Yeah, we have a new member, George. Oh, thank you. No filter. I like TikTok. I'm going to use a filter. Hi, Olivia. It's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? Should have my cigarette and my coffee now before it gets too crazy in here, right? Too busy. I saved this old jar from Jelly, and I got nice coffee cups in there, expensive, Linden, all kind of coffee cups in there. And I like a jar. I like the glass jar. Leslie, I'll catch you tomorrow, girlfriend. Oh, you did get a mini too? All right. Well, tomorrow's your other stuff with me and you. Just me and you. It's a little different anyway. It's not really a reading for tomorrow. It's to get you where we need you to be. So it's good. You had so much fun on that motorcycle, you crazy chick, you wild chick, you. So much going on. You need your reading. You have to watch your spending. Well, that's why I'm doing this because a reading's $200. Even at a special rate, 165, 175, still high. 88, 88. Everybody can do that one. Oh, thanks, Texas. Hi. I'm definitely not happy. Trust me, I'm definitely not happy. But I mean, I was happy my grandson was here. He stayed over last night and hung out for a little while today. But but otherwise, not happy. I'm not. But I'm happy to be on here with you guys, and I'm happy to catch up with you. And I want to Zoom later, so hopefully you guys can come in and Zoom with me. Texas, I hope you can come in and Zoom. So you got to do me a favor and let my mods know. Yeah, let my mods know. Cranky's here, thank goodness, because I don't see Lindsay or Leo. But let my mods know. I know the first one is Tammy, the second one is Shelly, the third one is George, and then the fourth one I don't know who signed up. Leslie. Wait, Leslie. So Tammy, Shelly, George, Leslie. So far, Tammy, Shelly, George, Leslie. I know it's you. I say it's me for. I know it's you. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, I bet he is super nice. Maybe he won't die. Maybe he won't die. What kind of cancer does he have? Cranky said she got the raise that I saw, but it doesn't kick in until next week. That's okay. That's great. Great, great. Oh, what is that? It's great news. Great, great, great news. Oh, thanks, Texas. Yeah, it's funny that sometimes I know it's hard to see, like, when I'm on here, you see me as what I do and stuff like that. But you got to remember, I got bullshit in my life too, and I got assholes in my life, and I got people let me down in my life, and I got people that take advantage of me in my life, and I got people that are mean, and then I got great people, and I got good friends, and I got nice family, and then I got my daughters who are wonderful, and then I got my grandson who's great. So, and then thank God I got you guys because I can always come on here and feel better. I can always come on here and feel better. Um, so it's important. It's important to have some type of backup. Leslie said, right, Tammy? Leslie said, brochure, brochure, but he decided to stop all treatment and just live. He's a little younger than my dad, but he was super funny. Well, what kind of cancer did he have? You're not sure? Did he look sick, Leslie? Did he look like he was sick? Not sure, he didn't say. Was he real skinny? I keep feeling like something's biting me. I know I got no fleas in here. He was really thin. Well, I'm glad you made him happy and had a good talk with him. Yeah, Tabby. Sounds good. Oh, thanks, Texas. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So y'all know I quit my job, right? I quit my job at the school. Yeah. It's a shame because I had a very nice boss. My boss was very nice, but he was also very overworked, and he didn't have time to address the smaller issues. And and it's just sad because he's overworked too. But he really is a good boss. Um, I can't comment on here because it's public, so I can't comment on here about anything else. But um, different strokes for different folks is about all I can say. I did my year there, almost to a year, I think it was. If not, it was a year. Yeah, because I got hired in April, so definitely a year. And it was part of my journey, and that journey is now over. And now I'm on a new journey. Yep, I quit. Oh, that's good, Leslie. I hope there is a next time. Yeah, tonight will be a very safe place on Zoom and we could talk a little more personal because that will be, you'll have to send me, put your names. Hopefully, I have you already in my address book, but put your message me if you want to come on the Zoom because it will be for invitation only. Then we could talk. Yeah, Tracy, yeah. I had a couple offers already. Of course, I did. Matter of fact, the day I walked out, before even 3 hours went by, I had two offers for another job. Um, and I've had offers while I've been at this job, and I turned them down, and I shouldn't have. I should have probably left a few months ago, but I didn't. Um, but anyway, yeah. So right now I'm just enjoying another week or two off, and then I'll accept a job, or I'll accept the job and tell them I can start in 2 weeks because I just need a break. I just need a break from people. But I will miss my teachers. They were amazing there at that school. Every teacher was amazing on my floor. I don't really know the ones upstairs too well, but a couple, one or two, they were nice too. But the ones in my section were super, super, super duper amazing. They had the heart of gold, every single one of them. So them I will all miss. Them I will all miss. And the kids, they were great. A lot of them used to hug me when I came in, and I'd give them candy. Figure it's the end of the day. Let them get hyper. They're going home anyway. I'd give them candy. They had a great time. They're really, really good. Oh, good night. Good night, honey. Tell Julia I said good night. All right, let me put my cigarette out. I got my banana here in case I get hungry. I've been having cramps in my legs. Thanks, Tammy. Hi, Aaliyah. All right, so I'm gonna need help to keep track of who's who, like who ordered and who didn't. So I am going to start with Tammy. Tammy, would you like a general, or would you like to just what comes out, Tammy, or would you like me to focus in a certain area? Up to you. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. What, Treese? What do I? You know? Oh, I do. Yeah. Yep. My body. I didn't used to listen to my body before, and before my heart attack, I used to push myself, and tolerate this and tolerate that. And then once I had my heart attack, I give people so many chances, and then I'm done. I'm just done. I'm just done. Listen, the job itself, I could do my work no problem. The people around my job, my coworkers, not teachers. I'm not talking about teachers or staff. I'm talking about my coworkers. There was a lot of personality conflict, is the best professional way to speak about that. For whatever reasons, whether it was diagnoses or what, but um, who knows? But anyway, the amount of money that I make there, the amount of stress that I felt wasn't worth it. Now, if I was making 80,000, 100,000, I could tolerate that. But for what I was making, no, 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 no. But that's okay. They can enjoy doing my section while I'm going until they find somebody to fill it. Now they'll remember me every night when they go to clean that section. So that's what they wanted. So that's what they got. They wanted to make me uncomfortable. They wanted to make me leave. That's what they got. Enjoy. How did Scott feel when I told him I want to be his wife? All right, so that's what we'll focus on. All right. Scott feel. How did Scott feel? Spirit, oh boy. All right. Thank you for not falling too far. Thank you. Thank you for just falling on my lap. Thank you. How did Scott feel? Okay. All right. Tammy, I saw my girlfriend do this, and I'm going to do it. Choose left or right. So I have my pile right here. You can't see it, but I got this pile over this side, this pile over this side. So left or right. And I'll work from that pile. Your choice. You just choose left or right. Yeah, definitely, Trace. Yeah. The offers that I already got were already a lot more money than what I was making, of course, because I never really belonged in a custodian job. I mean, it was just a break for me. It was a break. No, I say choose left or right. Which pile, left or right? I'm going to draw from left or right. Your choice. I'm glad you told him, though, Tammy. But I need you to pick a pile, please. Left or right? Just right, left or right. And that's the pile I'm going to draw your answers from. Left. Because we're not right. Perfect. Perfect. All right, I got this side right here. All right. So by you telling him, you know, yeah, that is three. Okay. So you got the Three of Wands. Perfect card. Perfect choice because Three of Wands talk about your plans are in motion, especially since you put that out there like that. Skipper Joe, I will call you. I promise I will call you. Work first, right, buddy? Okay. So with the Three of Wands, your plans are in motion here, and more opportunities are headed your way. And these opportunities are going to maximize your total potential. So you have a chance to expand your horizons through travel, study, business. You also can reach beyond your comfort zone. Doors will be open, but you definitely need to not limit yourself. By opening up and by speaking what you felt and the desire that you have, I feel like he always knew that, but to hear you say it, it's like, wow, I'm lost for words. And that's what I feel like he is. He's lost for words. It's like in his mind, he wonders, like, why would she want to marry me? I don't have a job, or I don't have the income, or I don't have this, I don't have that. He's looking at all the things he doesn't have. But at the same time, he's there with you. He's in a relationship with you. He's been with you for years. He's going to be with you for a lot more years. So, hell, why not? He gets a little bit cold feet, a little bit nervous, which is very typical, but it's okay. It's expected, but it's not going to hold him back. You have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords talks about now you're feeling a little bit worried. Should you have said it? Now you're kind of maybe even exactly. He ain't going nowhere. Uh, Now with the Eight of Swords, it's kind of like you might be questioning your previous thought patterns. You might be like trying to figure out, like, oh, should I have said that? Mm, did I mess something up? Did I scare him back? Did I scare him away? No. Don't label yourself like, oh, I shouldn't have never. No. You know what? You've been the leader a lot in this relationship. You've had a lot of control. You're the one that seems to take back the control. Like, you get your shit together. You get something figured out. You always resolve the issues and problems, whether it's financial, whether it's work, whether it's driving, whether it's insurance, whatever the case may be. You take your power back all the time, which is really good. Because sometimes, yeah, you might spin out of control for a minute. And yeah, you might, I don't know, cheat. Let's say cheat. And I don't mean cheat on him. What I mean is like cheat yourself, like not follow the rules or not do what you're supposed to or whatever. But then you jump right back. Like it's like, okay, I done messed that up and I'm gonna fix it right now. So you pay attention. Okay, you take your power back, you get back into control, you handle things the way you're supposed to. And don't let your negative thoughts put it like impose a restriction on you. Don't let that happen. Don't let yourself become or put yourself in like in prison. Don't let yourself even take on a victim mentality. Don't let yourself be restricted from expressing your feelings and emotions. I feel like there's a recap, and that means to follow up. Like, so what did you think about what I said the other night? What did you think about it? Because you know what? We've been together for a long time, and I know we're going to stay together for a long time. So why not? I mean, yes, before there was a question about finances and a problem with money and stuff like that, but you know what? You will figure it out. You will figure that out. The next card that comes up for you is the Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Cups, it's all about love. It's all about compassion. It's all about creativity. It's about new feelings. It's about feeling another kind of way, a different way, a deeper way. It's talking about this new journey, so to speak. Trust your intuition. Know that the proposal, and when you look at this card, And I know you can't see it up close, but it says proposal and marriage. You see that? If you got the deck at home, pull it up. Look up Ace of Cups, and at the bottom it says new baby. It does say new baby. It does say proposal. It says marriage. It says creativity. It says new feelings, spirituality. Now, also talks about letting go of any emotional baggage, anything that you feel could put your relationship at, back it up and make it not. You don't want old baggage to come in on new feelings, new emotions, new ideas, new creativity, new title. You don't want old shit to come up. Even old shit where, well, we used to argue before, we both had trouble with this or that. We were trying to get ourselves together. He's trying to get his life together. I was trying to get my life together. Now we can do this together. Because there's no such reason to have, well, he's going to get his life together and I'm going to get my life together. No, let's get our life together. Because as a couple, as being two together, you're much more powerful than you are by one and one. Okay? Definitely. Your next card comes up and talks about the high priestess. High priestess. Trust your intuition. Sacred knowledge. You have definitely addressed his subconscious mind. He's already thought about this. This is not news to him. Um, there's a lot of hidden emotions or feelings where this is concerned. I feel like he's being careful right now. He doesn't know what to do next, but I feel like he is going to talk about rings, and I feel like he is going to talk about pulling this together, and I feel like yous are definitely going to come up with a date. So this is about to happen. Finally. 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 5 cards. 6 card. Page of Wands. A Page of Wands again. You're definitely embarking on something new. You may not have a plan in place, and that's what it says. You may not have a plan in place right now to know exactly when you're headed there or where you're headed right at the moment, but you need to activate that creativity that you have. Put some energy into plotting out what's next on this journey, especially before you jump in. Figure it out, figure the monies out, figure out the plan, and then move forward. Last card. Celebration. I can't believe it. I love it. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands talks about celebrations and joy, harmony, engagements. I can't take it, Tammy. Engagements, reunions, community, domestic happiness. There you go. I mean, you know what, Tammy? I think you finally got the courage to do what you needed to do. I think finally passed the test. I think you finally realized that, you know what? I'll tell you what, Tammy, being clean and sober pays off. And I'll tell you what else. Having focus, having direction, knowing exactly what you want to do, where you want to go, who you want to do it with, and he knows it as well. I can't believe the cards that came out for you, how they spoke those words. And I showed you the cards. So you can look them up yourself and see. It is unfreaking believable. Now, when I speak to my grandmother, I do get the same energy. And I heard this stupid lady one day today. Well, I don't want to call her stupid. I shouldn't say that. I heard this uneducated woman. That's a nicer way to put it, right? Say, oh, your spirit guides are not your family members. I would beg to differ. I beg to differ. Ugh. My spirit guide. That's my grandma. That's my grandma. She lost some of her hair. Look, oh, poor thing. She used to have a lot of hair, but she did lose a lot of hair with her medicine that she was taking. But that's my spirit guide. So I'd like that lady to tell me that that's not my spirit guide. Good luck with that. Yeah, that's what I said. Totally. She goes, as far as I know, your family members aren't your spirit guides. Really? As far as I know, anybody who has spirit guides, which everybody has guides, as far as I know, everybody has at least one, maybe more family members that are around as a spirit guide. So nice try, lady. Good luck. Good luck. I like nope. Ha ha, Craigie. She said hello. That's what I said, Tammy. Tammy, amazing. I can't wait. Tammy, just a couple weeks. Couple weeks for this to get on track. To get out the plan. Not even maybe a couple days, couple weeks. Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. Uneducated, uninformed. She didn't get the memo, I suppose. But if she truly was listening to Spirit Guides, she would know. So she's offering readings on TikTok, and that's a little bit interesting. She just gave herself away as not being authentic. Sad but true. Thanks, Cranky. All right, so that was Tammy. Next up is Shelly, and then George, and then Leslie. And if anybody else joined in, let somebody know. Absolutely, Teresa. Absolutely. You're welcome, Tammy. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, no, it's not too late. You just send your money to PayPal, and as soon as you make the payment, let Cranky know that you made it. All right, this is Shelly's. So, Shelly, we're just going to see what comes out for Shelly. Not going to ask anything specific. And again, you guys, remember to go on my page in the community section if you haven't already, to send your condolences for Shelly's dad, Carl, who passed away a few days ago on the at 7 a.m. And it's sad. The hospital made so many errors, and that man suffered for it. But Shelly is still very, very upset, which is why she's not on here. She's dealing with it the best she can, trying to. It's only been 4 or 5 days, so it's very difficult still to swallow that pill that her dad's not here, and he's not coming back. So that's definitely very devastating. We all grieve in our own time period. Some of us are okay after a couple weeks, and some of us okay a couple months. And me, I wasn't okay after losing my dad for a whole year. So, we have to just give people the time and space that they need. But if you remember to go in my community section, there's something written there, and you can send Shelly a message there, okay? And Leslie, I did share your lovely gesture with her as well. Okay, Shelly. Please be present. If you're purchasing a mini read, please be present during the reading. Shelly's okay. She'll check this out later. All right, Shelly. Shelly, okay. So I know, Shelly, I'm going to read your mind right now because I'm going to ask you left or right, whether you want the pile from the left or the pile from the right. So I'll give you a couple seconds to answer. Okay, Shelly, I hear you say right. So I hope that's right. I hear you saying right. Okay, Shelly, your first message comes up as the Six of Swords. You're going through a transition right now. You're trying to move forward. There's a lot of change going on right now. You're having to leave something behind. You're having to release something. You're trying to move to calmer waters at this point. Definitely because of an ending that had occurred. So it's like you feel like somebody's abandoned you. You feel like somebody's turned their back on you. You feel like somebody's left and walked away, which makes a whole lot of sense with what you're going through right now. It's also talking about feeling alone, feeling like you left something very important behind, feeling like you're missing something. It's definitely a very clear card about that. It also talks about, with this state of transition, where you're being forced out of your comfort zone, or dealing with a difficult part. And it's like right now you're in uncharted territory, which means that you're not familiar with this, and you're not liking it. You're very uncomfortable going through what you're going through right now. But it also is talking about that this is very crucial for your growth, whether you're wanting it or not, whether you're accepting it or not. This is definitely something that is part of life and part of growth. Take the time to reflect on any emotions, any feelings, any memories, anything that can help you to get through this troubling time, anything that can give you comfort, anything that happened between you and your dad that even gave you a smile. That may help you to deal with what's going on right now. There is some resistance here, meaning that you're not wanting to do this. You're not wanting to have to accept it. You're not wanting to have to let him go. It's definitely playing very hard on your emotional, your spiritual, your mental, and it's even affecting your physical. So try to rest as much as you can, Shelly. Try to meditate if you can. Don't forget to try to maybe put headphones in and try to listen to some binaural beats or some meditations that may help to just take you out of your space for a moment, where the grieving is, and to get yourself to calmer waters for a minute to help you to deal better with the situation. All right, your next card comes up, Shelly. Moving forward is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is telling you, and Cups is always about love. So, Shelly, this is telling you that use your emotions and your impulses wisely and with equity. Balance your wants with the desires of others and show that you are a very sensitive, strong, independent woman. Show everyone that you are a leader and not a follower. You're going to have to be more mature than others with their negative energies. The next card comes up is the Lover's card. So, with the Lover's card, this is talking about a relationship, a union, a partnership. This is talking about sexuality. Somebody is very sexual around you. Somebody is very, um, like, one track mind almost about thinking about lustful times with you. This person is definitely, yes, into you as a person, and yes, attracted to you both emotionally, physically, all the above, but lately more so on a physical level. This person hasn't been intimate with anybody else for quite some time, which is why they keep bringing up some offers, suggestions, desires, fantasies, etc. to you. It's like they got themselves all worked up. They just keep getting themselves all worked up for you. Then we have the Fool card. Fool card is in an upright position. Talks about a new journey that's going to be filled with a lot of optimism. You're also going to find the courage that you've been looking for to speak what's on your mind, to say things, but in a very admirable yet mature fashion. You're going to use a good filter, so to speak, while you're speaking. You're going to definitely be weighing out your options in a certain situation. Also, remembering that risk versus benefits here. You're also going to walk a little gingerly or a little carefully while speaking to somebody, but yet trying to express yourself. There is definitely a new beginning here, and there's possibilities for a spontaneous arrival or spontaneous visit, or somebody definitely thinking about, like, spontaneously, like, oh, I just might come over, or I just might come visit, or I just want to see you, or something like that. So expect that. Your next card comes up is the Hermit card. So you've been trying to lay low. You've been trying to be out of the circle, so to speak, out of the social circle. You've been trying to just minimize yourself. And if you could hide away in a little ball somewhere in a corner, you would. It's kind of like sometimes it talks about with this card for the Hermit that you might need to unplug a little bit. When I talked about doing meditations and things like that, you may need to unplug from everything and everybody for a minute. Go out and take a car ride or go take a walk or just go in your room and meditate or whatever you can do. You need a little bit of time alone to do a little bit of soul searching, to kind of write down or journal your thoughts will help you an awful lot, and search for some of the answers that you have within. You have the Star card here, which talks about things are going to start to get a little bit better. It's going to take up to 3 weeks before you start feeling calm. And as a matter of fact, within the next either 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, and I think it's more within the next 3 months, even sooner, you may decide to go back home. It talks about you like feeling a good omen, just feeling like, I've been here enough. I've done enough. I've done all I can. And within 2 to 3 months, you're going to decide that, I want to go back home and continue on with the way things have been with my life. I just feel like you're going to feel that everything is okay. People are handling the situation much better by this point in time, and you're going to decide to go home. And then a couple months after that, your mother wants to come and visit with you as well. So that will also come. Then you have the Three of Wands. You're going to put your plans in motion. You're going to decide to start moving in a certain direction. It's like right now in the present, you're going to be like, that's within the next, I'm going to say 4 to 10 days. You're going to be dealing with a lot of different energies, a lot of different people, a lot of different emotions. But you're also going to hear a lot of different beautiful stories about your father. You're going to get some information, maybe something that you didn't even know. But somebody definitely is very close to your dad, and somebody could tell you some stories that you haven't heard. So I feel like you should speak to this person. Perhaps it's your dad's brother who has some stories to tell you about when he was growing up, about funny things that happened when he was a kid. And I think that's going to make you feel a lot closer even to your dad with him not being here. Your last card talks about the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of like you're going to be in a very good position, even financially, to offer money or help, or you're going to be in a position to offer some type of financial assistance with something. Now, I don't know what that's about, but it could be chipping in for something. It could be chipping in for an earn. It could be chipping in for something. I don't know if it's something for your house, if it's something for your mom's house, if it's something for your sister. I don't know if there's something for your dad. There's something that you're going to be chipping in for. And this also could be with your lover, your partner. You could be chipping in for something. Maybe he's wanting to come and see you and he can only afford a portion of his air flight, let's say, or a portion of the gas or whatever. So it's like maybe you two are going to decide to go halves on something, and perhaps he's going to travel with you. That's what I'm seeing. I was told to pull another card, and I got the Two of Pentacles. So you're going to balance things really well. Right now, don't be so hard on yourself. Right now, take it easy. Right now, just take a deep breath. And right now, just kind of let things flow. Right now, you're going to feel kind of edgy, and you might feel argumentative a little bit, and you might feel defensive, and you might feel mad, and you might feel sad, and you might feel angry, and you might feel happy, and you might feel a whole bunch of different emotions and feel like you're going crazy. But the truth is you're not, and that's what everybody goes through, and that is part of grief. So you know what? Just don't fight the emotions. Don't fight the storm right now. just stay steady through this storm. Hold yourself grounded, ground yourself, and you're going to find that you're going to get through this just fine. You're going to get through this just fine. All right, Shelly, lots of love and prayers sent to you always. Stay strong, my friend. And we're all keeping you in our prayers. Oh, good. Teresa said, sending love and light to you, Shelly. Beautiful. She said, sorry for your loss. And she loves the messages. That's great. All right. You sent it, Queen? Okay. So next up is George. All right, George. So George, when I offered you the reading, and I told you I was doing it live for 8888, because I think you thought it was going to be on the phone, but I told you it was live. And I don't see here in my comments. So when I spoke to you and said that I was going to ask you to choose left or right, you chose left. So I'm going to do left for you. All right. All right, George. George, thank you for subscribing to my channel and being a new patron here. We appreciate it. Joining our H&G family. But I hope to see you more so everybody can meet you and get to know you on here. All right, cutting the deck in half, choosing the pile on the left. So stay over there. For some reason, the right tried to come to the left. Okay. All right, George. So, George, you got the Justice card. So, George, right now it's talking about the decisions that you're going to be making is going to have lasting effects. Now, George, I know you've been struggling, and I know you've been involved in a third-party situation, and this is definitely talking about justice will prevail. Now, I also know that because of the funds, because of your finances, because of the investments and things that you have, and because of this person doing you like they did, their justice is coming. Truth is about to be told. What went on in the dark is definitely going to show up here, and I feel like court is going to go very well. I think that she has a lot of nerve for trying to sue you for finances and for support when she had only been with you for 2 years. So she's not going to get a whole hell of a lot, number one. Number two, she's the one who chose to go out and have a third-party situation. Now, the next card that came up is the King of Wands. King of Wands is talking about, you know what, you've always been a natural-born leader, which is why you own a business, which is why you're productive as you are, why you have the confidence that you do. But at the same time, it's like you got to look at the big picture here, George, because of the fact that you have definitely overcome some of the challenges already that you had to face. For her to go out and get an abortion without even telling you, and didn't even tell you that she was pregnant until after she had the abortion, to tell you that, oh, by the way, I was pregnant with your child and I decided to get rid of it. That's not okay. That's so not okay. It shows the complete imbalance from her. It also talks about how she took things to the extreme, because this is about to the extreme. And because of the fact that she was drinking a lot and had other addictions as well, and you had no idea of these from the beginning. But I have to tell you, George, now that's where you got to hold your pants on, because of the fact that you knew she was a bartender. You already knew that she was drinking behind the bar when she was serving you. So I don't know what part you didn't think you knew about her being an alcoholic, because every time you drank, she drank. And anytime anybody else drank, she drank. So, George, surprise, surprise, but no surprise. So you kind of knew about that. So I'm not going to kiss your butt on that one. Now, I'm also going to tell you that with the Seven of Wands here, it's talking about the challenges that are coming up, and there's going to be kind of like a competition type of feeling. Now, I feel like either she's going to take out an order of protection or you took out an order of protection, because I do feel like she's going to try to harass you, or she's going to try to talk to you before court, because she wants to try to get you to change your mind. She wants to try to get you to let her come back, because she is trying to come back. So I need you to know that you're going to need to maintain control, because I know you were like, you know what, I can't do this anymore, because she has been consistent in the cheating, the lying, in spending a lot of money, writing from your account, signing checks that she had no business signing, and even going into your business account. Like, that's crazy. That is like totally legally wrong. Like, that's not okay. It was nice that you were kind enough to have a joint account with her, and you did put monies into that account to help her to get along, and bought her a new car and did all those things, but she took advantage of that. I feel like she was using you from the beginning, and I think you kind of knew that. But this is going to take a lot of self-discipline. It's also going to talk about the lack of boundaries that you didn't have. Also, George, I get it that I know you're in your late 50s, and I understand, and I know she's in her early 30s, and there's a really big age difference there, and the maturity level is a whole nother party. Not to mention that her upbringing. Now, not all 30-some-year-olds are that way, but because of her past, because of her addictions, because of her immatureness, you really weren't thinking when you. I don't know if you were in midlife crisis, whatever you were doing with this situation, but you weren't thinking. I know right now you said you don't want to date, you don't want to get involved with anybody, you want to work on your business, you want to take care of this divorce, you want to get things all cleared out of the way. But I see you're very restless, and I think that you're definitely going to refuse the cup when she's trying to offer to you because I know you've had enough. I know that she's believing that there's going to be growth and opportunity here, that she can talk you into anything. But I think that was the old George. I think the new George is just realizing now that, you know what, I'm done. And especially when she's affecting your finances as well. Again, we talk about the Three of Cups, talking about that she had love for somebody else, and she is still involved with somebody else at this point in time. George, your last card is going to talk about the Emperor, and that is who you need to be. You need to stay in control. You need to continue to put in the hard work. You need to get yourself into some other type of hobby. Go back playing tennis or whatever it is that you do, or go do fishing. But dealing with this woman, looks ain't everything, George. Looks ain't everything. And you had to learn that the hard way. I'm sorry that your first wife had passed away. I'm very sorry for that. But I also think your first wife would be turning in her grave if she would have known the type of woman that you chose. Because I'm telling you that this is not your normal, this isn't who you are. The wife that you were married to, she was an attorney. She was very sophisticated. She was very mature. She was in her early 40s. So not much older than this one, but she had a different upbringing. George, I don't know where you fell short or what happened, but I can tell you that stop trying to use your money to buy these women. Stop trying to flaunt that around. Stop telling people that you have money. Let somebody like you for who you are. Let somebody like you thinking that you ain't got a pot to piss in. There are a lot of gold diggers out there, George, and I need you to be careful. Things are definitely going to work out, and there is somebody new that's going to be around. And this person is not a lot younger than you, but this is somebody who'll be very compatible with you, somebody who you can trust, somebody who you can build a life with and have the happily ever after. Okay, George? So, you know what? You need to get yourself back on track. Stop chasing the bullshit and open your eyes, all right? Open your eyes. Get back on track. Your other friends will start coming around again because you got rid of this one. So be careful of the choices and decisions that you're making right now. All right? Because if you decide to take her back, please unsubscribe from my channel and don't ask me for any more readings because I can't. It's too much. I'm telling you now, you're going to set yourself up for failure. You'll end up having a nervous breakdown. And, this soon to be ex of yours, she's the type that would hire people to hurt you to take your stuff or get your life insurance or that kind of stuff. You see what I'm telling you? You hear what I'm telling you? Get out of it. No more. I'm telling you. Unsubscribe. Don't lose my email, lose my name, lose it all. If you go back with her, don't call me. I block you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care. It ain't worth the stress you're going to put me under. I don't want it. I can't have another heart attack. I don't want it. All right, George? So I'm telling you now, you're a good guy. You're handsome. You're smart. You're an investor. You own your business. Let me tell you, that's all wonderful qualities. But if you want to be still not up there, then you're going to have to lose it all. So just go donate it all now to charity and then just go walk out on a bridge. Because I'm telling you, you're messing up. You're messing it up. Don't take her back. I know you said you won't, but I'm telling you, don't learn the hard way. Don't learn the hard way. She's cheated on you from day one. Day one. You still married her. No, and your daughter's still upset about the whole thing. Your daughter is still so upset about the whole thing. She's younger than your daughter. It's not okay. It's not okay. All right. Yeah, Renata, you can do one question. Yep, one question. 44. One question, 44. All right. Leslie? Is it Leslie that's up next? Right? Right, Queen of Water? Oh, that poor man. Yeah, George, we're praying for you. George, I love you to pieces. I do. But I can't be easy with you. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and pretend something's great when it's not. I'm just not going to do it. I don't care how much money you got. I don't give a shit about your money. Trust me, I don't give a shit about your money. And you can't buy me to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not going to do it. Go to another channel. He's like, no, I don't want to leave. That's good, Payman. You definitely take a break. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good sometimes to just let things happen. Sometimes I can try to reach you and there ain't nothing here. Because Spirit just wants you to figure it out. Spirit wants you to wait. Spirit wants you to see for yourself what's happening. I agree with you 100%, Payman. All right. Who's next, Cranky? Leslie? Okay, Leslie. All right, Leslie, what's your question? You got a question or you want a general? It's up to you. Okay, let's see what's coming in the love department. Let's see what's coming in the love department. All right. So now the readings are closed from now. So I don't know who's left after Leslie. Leslie, I think, is Queen. After Leslie is Queen, and then one question from Payment, and then we're closed. Pretty sure that's it. Okay, so Leslie, then Queen of Water, and then one question from Renata. I'm sorry, Renata, and then I'm closed. So all readings are closed after that. Okay, so Leslie, what's coming? All right, Leslie. So first of all, business is about to change, job is about to change, so offers are about to come. That is definitely happening. There's definitely some emotional baggage that's weighing on you a little bit heavy, but you are definitely open to opportunities for a new person to come in. I do feel like you're turning your back on one situation. I think that's with the Nicholas situation. It's kind of like, I don't care. It's like, I'm just going to move forward, and if it comes through for me, great, and if it doesn't, okay. That's a good attitude to have. The next card that comes up for you is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, now the page isn't experienced as an emperor, but this page that's coming towards you is bringing a welcome message. This person is bringing a new beginning. This is a totally new person that you have not met yet. This is somebody on the job or at the job that you're going to meet. This is somebody you're going to have business with or conduct business with or around. This is somebody, this must be a coworker. This is somebody at your job. Somebody's coming in. They're going to offer an opportunity. This is somebody that you're going to meet. You're going to start out as friends. You're going to go out to dinner. You're going to hang out. You're going to do movies. You're going to introduce your son. You're going to all go somewhere shopping or something like that. It's like you're going to hang out. It's going to start as a friendship, but it's going to turn into a relationship. Here's the Magician. So see, it's going to start as a friendship, and then you got the Magician who can do anything, kind of like David Copperfield. So this Magician is definitely pointing to the capability and the resources at your disposal, meaning that saying, you know what, don't give up. There's things that are happening around that you don't even see yet. There's a new person coming in. This is somebody at your job or around your job. You are being advised not to change jobs, not to change the building. Like Yeah, you can change titles. Yeah, you can change departments, but don't change companies. Stay where you are. Don't go back to USAA. Don't go back to anything else. Stay at this place where you currently are. You have the Ace of Wands here, which talks about stop questioning yourself. Stop wondering what's wrong with you. Stop wondering what you're not doing right. Stop wondering if you have to burn candles. Stop wondering if you have to say these rituals. You don't have to do all that shit. The universe will do it for you. Tonight is a full moon. Put a quarter head up on the windowsill and say your wishes to the moon. That is your ritual. All right, now, this card is also a signal here with the Ace of Wands telling you that even if you feel like you're not quite ready for this relationship, you still need to take the action. You still need to go ahead and just test it out. You still need to interact with this person, accept the offers and opportunities that they're bringing, and enjoy yourself. It's going to help you to finally realize, wow, somebody's actually listening to what I'm saying. Somebody's actually talking to me on a personal level. I'm not going to this person and coming to this new person as a victim. I'm not talking about how awful my ex-husband was. I'm not talking about how terrible this relationship was. All I'm doing is coming to them saying, yeah, hi, guess what? I'm Leslie. And yeah, I used to work here before. I left for a while, went to USAA, but I decided I wanted to come back because I liked it here so much. And wow, now here I found you. And how long have you been working here? And this and that. And yes, I have a son and he's a great kid and he works all summer and blah, 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 blah. And how creative he is and designing and all that kind of stuff. And yes, I have my parents. I still live with them right now temporarily. I'm trying to get on my feet so I can get my own place again. I had went through a divorce, but all that's great and that's in the past. And now I'm just moving forward. That's where you want to go with this. So if you need to play this back, do it. Now, there's definitely going to be a victory because you have a Six of Wands. So there's going to be a victory in this situation. This is going to take your mind off the current situation. When you start dating this person and having a good time, then Nicholas is going to be like, hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I haven't heard from you much, blah, 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 because you've been busy. Because you're going to be busy. Because you're not going to give a shit about whether Nicholas texts you or not, or whether he called or not, or whether he wants to meet up and go over your resumes or what. To hell with him. You're going to have a good time. This person's going to knock your socks off. This person's going to give a shit about you. This person's going to interact with your son. This person is going to like your parents. Your father is even going to like this person. So let me just say the energy is going to be great. You have the Knight of Wands coming up. I love the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands talks about now's the time to go for it. Now's the time to go for it. Your energy is going to be really high. You're going to feel the newness. You're going to feel the excitement. Yeah, it's kind of like you're going to start thinking really good before you act on something because you don't want to stumble up and you don't want to mess up and you don't want to mess up your words and you don't want to do anything to, you don't want to complain about nothing. With this person, you're not going to want to complain. You're not going to want to talk about the past. You're not going to want to talk about your pain. You're not going to want to talk about being a victim. You're not going to talk about any of that stuff. You're just going to want to talk about the present and what's coming in the future. That's where you stick. We don't bring up the past. Definitely sudden change is happening. So this is coming really quick. This is definitely going to be like an upheaval. Like, what the hell? I didn't even know this person worked there. How come I'm just meeting you now? And it seems like they've been there maybe for a little bit longer than what you think. Where Nicholas is concerned, it's going to be like a disaster, meaning that you're going to have an awakening here. And you're going to start realizing, like, hell, why am I been wasting my time with this when he doesn't want to do what he needs to do so that he can be with me? He thinks he can have his cake and eat it too right now, and he doesn't have to make any decisions, Nicholas. So you know what? It's like, I'm just going to release that, and I'm going to move forward. Yeah. Yeah, you're good. The Chariot, trust your intuition. Trust your gut. Things are definitely moving forward in a very positive direction. You got nothing to worry about here, miss. Nothing to worry about here. All right, Renata, type your question real quick. Let me just do your one question real quick. You already sent the payment, Renata? Renata, please respond quickly and type your question. You already sent the payment? Yeah, that's right, Leslie. You know what? Too bad. You snooze, you lose, because they don't know. Leslie, you got a lot to offer, and you know what? You're going to be really happy. You're going to be really happy. I love them motorcycle pictures, too, by the way. They were really cool. You look great in that picture. Beautiful. All right, Renata, where are you? Renata, type your question. Type your question, Renata. She's okay. She sent the payment, but where's the question? I need her question. Yeah, he's a stocky guy, Leslie. You're gonna like him a lot. That's right, Tammy. He should have stayed in touch. You darn tootin'. Renata, please type your question. Renata, are you here? Renata, there we are. Yeah, okay, Renata. Let's see. Renata, pick left or right for me. Pick left or right. Okay. Look, Renata, pick left or right. Left or right. Left or right. And mind you, this is only one question. This isn't a mini read. And then Queen, I'll be right with you. Left? Gotcha. All right. So Renata, Four of Pentacles comes up first. It's like after working really hard to get this relationship to where you wanted it to be, or to get his attention the way you wanted it, after getting him to really, he goes crazy for you. It's not like this man isn't attracted to you or isn't even lusting after you, because he's doing that too. And this man is missing you and he's feeling really bad. And he did, in fact, see you. He's definitely, with the Four of Pentacles, it's like, he's worried about you being in a new area, like a new charted area. I mean, you're going maybe with somebody new, or you're caught up with somebody else. Maybe he's feeling like that's why you didn't stop. That's why you didn't talk. That's why you didn't do anything. But he feels like he saw you, or you was connected eyes wise. I don't know. There was some kind of connection. But now you're getting his anxiety up. Like, he gets anxious really quick, and he gets like overwhelmed really quick. And then he starts talking to himself, kind of like, I hope she don't have anybody else. She better not be seeing anybody else, because you know what? I still want to be with her. And right now, yeah, I was a little bit mad, and I was still holding back, and I was still trying to be strong and let her think that I didn't care, but I do care. So that's what he's talking about. Yes, it is definitely going to be him coming back. Things are going to be better than they were before. It's kind of like, yeah, you have the magician showing up here too, because this magician is kind of saying, like, you know what? I can create anything, and I can make this happen. Let me see. Yeah, there's definitely going to be connection, communication coming. There's a new growth, new start, new beginning. It's like you're going to kind of start over with him, but it's going to be better. It's going to be a lot easier. I feel like now he feels like his wife's convinced him that she's not cheating, and he's believing her, and now he's calmer, and now he feels like he can get back to focusing on you and being around you, and his hopes for the future are not to be with her, but to be with you. So I can tell you, this is going to end up where you think it is. Not right away. No, it's going to take another year or two, but it's okay, because this is an important milestone that you've reached. It's like you had to go through this. He needed to go through the situation as well. But at the same time, it's going to give you that self-assurance. Like, you're going to realize now that not only have you reached your goals in a lot of other ways, but you've also taken notice and received that you're not going to own his guilt. He already knew what the bullshit was going on, and he already had an idea about it, but he wanted to try to put that on you and change that in another direction to make you feel bad, to make you kind of admit, and he wanted you to tell him who it was, as if you knew. But the truth was, he already had an inkling and an idea, so to speak. He already was suspicious and already knew that this was going on, because him and her had that argument 1,000 times before. But just know that he is missing you, thinking about you, and he's wanting to reach out. And it should be very quickly, like within this week or next week, that he's going to be reaching out to you. There's going to be communication. He's going to want to see you face to face. And things are going to go back. Oh, they're going to go back to the way that they were. So, but the communication is going to be better. It's going to be a lot better. And, he's definitely getting sick and tired of this wife of his, and he's about had enough. I also feel like there's something at work that's real demanding on him that's causing him a lot of pressure and something that's been stressing him out the last 2 or 3 weeks. Whatever that is, that's probably what kept him from reacting with you or responding with you or trying to like get involved with you. But I definitely feel like that's coming now because whatever the situation was at work, that's calmed down. Whatever was going on at home, that's calmed down. And now he can constantly focus on you. And that's what he's doing. But I'll tell you what, he was shitting mad when you didn't stop. He was shitting mad. So just to give you that message. All right, that's your one question with 4 cards. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. So yes, he's coming soon. Sorry, buttons. Expect communication. Expect communication soon. You're welcome. It's coming. I can't wait. I can't wait. And he's going to ask you too. Why didn't you stop? What are you seeing somebody? He's going to ask you now. He's jealous where you are. Oh yeah. Now he's going to show his jealousy side toward you. Now I'm going to love that. I'm going to love that. Yep. He's going to ask you. He's been seeing somebody or talking to somebody. All right, Queen. Type your question on what you would like your reading on. And Renata, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. George. Can't believe that's his name. Can't believe that. How about that? Probably saw your plates. He does know your plates, but I feel like he knew it was you. I feel like he saw you. Yep. Oh my God, I want to know all of it. I want a phone call for that one. Don't bother texting me. I need to hear it. You need to call me. Call me when this happens. I need to hear it. As a matter of fact, I'll Zoom you. I need to see it. All right. Queen says, where am I meant to be? And why do I see Sarah astrally? That's Troy's karmic. Where am I meant to be? And why do I see Sarah Ashley? Oh, that's Troy's. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely see them again, Queen. Definitely see them again. When you're asking me, Queen, where you're meant to be, what are you speaking of? Where you're meant to be, as far as with employment, as far as where you live? Oh no, you're not going mad. I understand. Career, okay. No, you're not going mad. You know what, honey? You're doing this astro traveling kind of thing because of the fact that there's messages for you on that side, and they're thinking of you as well. This is freezing or something. They're thinking of you as well. I want you to know that with the Eight of Wands, it's like you've been kind of really busy, and you've been overwhelmed with a lot of things that have been going on with you right now. With this Eight of Wands, it also talks about you got to remove the distractions. There's things that you're letting get in the way of your routines that need to be done, like work. You need to go to work. You need to have a job. You need to have a career. I feel like, with the career path right now, something to do with customer service, something to do with helping people, something to do with interaction with other people. Anything other than that is not really positive for you. You have a lot of high energy for sure, which is why you have such creativity, why you're able to connect even with the other side. There's a lot of balance there, though, with you. Don't let it scare you, and know you're not going mad. Because you can control this, you can either choose not to see it or to see it. I also feel like there are messages that are coming to you in your dreams, so keep something on the side of your bed so that when you wake up, you can write down what you remember. Otherwise, sometimes we don't remember everything. We get kind of like foggy. There is abundance coming towards you. There is an opportunity where a new career or a new financial opportunity is going to present itself. So definitely allow that. Don't fight that resistance. There's a passion, a project, but it also feels like you have a lot of scattered, maybe anger or sadness that's around. It's creating frustration as well. You dream a lot and you live in different realm at night. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, we all do, but a lot of people don't remember it. I feel like sometimes you're holding back on your gift. I feel like you're able to do mediumship. I feel like you're able to use your intuition. I feel like you're able to connect the spirit and to read for others. I feel like you're holding back, like you're not letting everything come to full surface. But you also got to know you are in charge of spirit. You are in charge to tell them right now is a good time or it's not a good time. Because I had them waking me up and waking me up and waking me up. And some nights I say something, some nights I don't. And when I don't say anything, they're over here sitting at my dining room table making so much damn noise. It drives me crazy and I feel like I'm losing my mind. But I'm not. And then I get up and I go, that's enough. Goodbye. And then it stops. You've definitely been disappointed in the past about something. You definitely had to walk away from a situation that wasn't good for you, and that's okay. There's something that's going to be very familiar to you. There's something that's going to bring happy memories. It's something that's going to make you feel very positive and give you a lot of reassurance. Okay? There's a divine love around you. There's harmony. There's a relationship. There's something that's coming in very positive that's going to help to balance you out. It might feel like there's a lot of confusion right now. You just keep going back and forth. Don't look to a past partner with a situation, but there is a past friend. There's somebody who's still a friend. You may not talk to them a whole lot or too often, but this person is definitely somebody you can trust. I don't know who this is, but it is a male. Also, know there's a lot of creativity in your mind. There's something that you're wanting to do on your own. Um, there's something that you're wanting to do on your own, like an entrepreneurship. The job that you're in currently may not be satisfying right now, but it's paying the bills. So continue to do that because God is going to show you something there. There's a reason for you there. There's not a mistake on that journey. Just like when I was a custodian, I never thought I'd be a damn custodian. That's never been in my category. I've gone to school for medical. I've worked at state police. I've worked in prosecutors' offices. I've worked in hospitals. I worked in the ICU. I worked in the CCU. I don't know shit about custodian other than cleaning my own house. Why I took that job, I don't know, but there was a reason for me to be there. So there's a reason for you to be where you're supposed to be. Lucerna, all right, hold on. Let me finish this. All right, so you're going to have to work with self-discipline here. You're definitely going to stay on track where you are currently. Follow the path that you're on right now. Um, Don't allow anybody to get under your skin. You got to face things with gratitude, especially when you wake up in the morning. Thank you for my bed. Thank you for my pillow. Thank you for letting me sleep. Thank you for letting me wake up. Thank you for my lights on. Thank you for the air conditioner on. Thank you for my job. Thank you for having my car. Thank you for the family that I do have. Thank you for the friends that are around. Thank you for the travel that you let me do last night. Thank you for showing me different things. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a quiet power that's within you. That inner truth is what's going to give you the answers that you're looking for. You don't have time for mind games. You don't have time for people with nonsense. You don't have time for anybody who's toxic. So remember to keep your boundaries where they're supposed to be, Queen. Okay? Remember to keep your boundaries where they're supposed to be. All right. There is going to be something of a long-term investment coming up for you. There's going to be a new project, new idea, something that's going to inspire you. It's going to also have you feeling maybe even over emotional at a certain point. But listen, take a deep breath. Don't fight the change. Don't give any resistance. Allow things to flow naturally. But where you're going to stay, things are going to change there as well. There is going to be a positive vibe at your job. Something's about to change and make you understand why you need to be there and what's going on. So, Queen, that's the messages I have for you. I hope that helped. That is a lot of information talked really fast in that. You may have to play it back to listen. Lucerne, when did you send your payment? What time did you send your payment? How many minutes ago did you send your payment? Lucerne, how many minutes ago did you send your payment? Exactly, Queen. That's exactly what they said. No time for drama. Lucerne? Lucerne? When did you send your payment? An hour ago? For a mini read or for a question? Okay. Let me just log into my PayPal real quick. Are you under KG? Is your initial? What's your initials? Is that right? What's your initials? Oh, okay. All right. So, all right. If you want to ask a question, you can go ahead and ask a question. I see what you wrote, though. I did read your message that you wrote here. I did read the message that you wrote. I read the message that you wrote. Do you want me to answer what I saw in the message? Yes or no? You want me to answer what you sent me in the message? Okay. All right. So a lot of this is about him and not you. A lot of this is about for Sean. This is more. Okay. All right. Give me left or right, honey. Choose left or right. Left or right. Left or right. Left pile or right pile? Left or right? Left. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So first of all, we start off with the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands talks about, yeah, right now you might feeling like conflicted. You're definitely not feeling very assured, self-assured about what's going on right now. It's also talking about a lot of egotism here on his part. And for you, it's creating a lack of confidence. It's also like you feel like you're losing recognition. I feel like, this goes back and forth, but this is because, not because of you, but this is because your partner is very unsure right now. Right now, it's like he takes his things and he wants to go and be done with things. Then all of a sudden he comes back and he offers love. Then he turns around and he wants to bring you something. Then you turn around and you're like, I don't understand. 1 minute I have it. 1 minute it's going good. Next minute everything's upside down. It's like he starts an argument. There's a problem. And you're not understanding where this is coming from. With the Ace of Pentacles, it talks about different cycles that are happening. It talks about things need to be reset. Things need to be reset. You can't control this person's moods, this person's ideas. You can't change their mind. You can't stop them from being wishy-washy the way that they are. There's nothing that you're doing that is causing this problem. I need a drink. There's nothing that you're doing that's causing this. Hold on. This is not you. This is not you. The best thing that you can do, Spirit is showing me, is that you can pull back your energy. Don't chase. Attract, but don't chase. Right now, it's really important that you give that person space, that you don't give in to them every time that they want to come over or see you, especially if they're just coming over to have intimacy with you. Don't just give in to that. Don't just give in to that. You're going to be very disappointed if you continue on that path, because it's going to keep making you feel like you've been abandoned, and that's how they've been making you feel. When the passion is there, the passion is there. It's very strong. There's attraction there, there's love there, there's interest there, but right now there's not commitment there because this person isn't sure what they want to do. This is not your fault. This is that this person wants to come in for pleasure, for happiness, and then it's like after a certain amount of time, and then they're gone again. Yeah, and that's probably what's going on, because he's not adjusting really well to that death at all. And again, it's an abandonment issue is what he's feeling as well. But I feel like, too, you had enough of his back and forth, back and forth. And I think stepping away was the best thing that you could have done, because that shows self-love. Right now, there's a lot of disharmony. There's misalignment here. There's an imbalance here. There's indecisions here. But there's detachment, but there's also you missing him. There's a lot about him that you miss, but there's also a lot about him that you don't want to deal with. Right now, I have to tell you, Lucerne, that there's going to be somebody else that's going to come into your life if you're willing, if you're open for it. Otherwise, you can pause and just surrender to the situation at hand and wait for him to come back. But again, he's not going to be stable. He's not going to look for commitment. He's not going to want the marriage, that whole thing right now. He's not there for acceptance. Right now, he's very domineering and very controlling, but he runs on a lack of discipline for himself. When you're around him, it feels like bad luck comes in or there's no control. He's also resistant to change right now. He's not willing to change. There's swift movement with him, like he comes in quick, or you'll hear from him quickly. He is going to reach out, or he's going to try to reach out. If you don't have him blocked, he's going to try to reach out. It's like he wants to talk about things, but there's definitely going to be sudden awareness. You're going to have to either choose the happiness, acceptance, retreat, or you're going to have to withdraw and wait for realignment. But I feel like right now without him, you feel like you're at emotional loss. It's got to take time for him to learn this. Yeah. You know what? Let him figure out what it is that he wants and ask him, you know what is it that you want? When you figure out what it is you want, then reach out to me. If I'm what you want, reach out to me. And I don't want to hear about it. I want you to show me. And if you can't do that, then you know what? Just say we're done. And I feel like he's going to understand. Then he's going to step up to the plate. Then he's going to do what he's supposed to do, Lucerne. Because you know what? He's got a lot of impulsiveness. But he's also unpredictable. He needs to release his fear because he's just scared to death because he has very strong feelings for you and he's afraid of them. He's afraid of committing wholly, opening up fully to you, and then having you abandon him and walk away. It feels like everybody that he's ever loved has stepped out one way or the other, passed away, or just voluntarily left. He's got to release his fears because I have the moon card in reverse, and that means he's got to release his fears in order for you to get the temperance, the balance that's needed here. You got the Eight of Pentacles. So it shows that he is willing to put in the hard work, but he's going to have to take some time to make a decision on who he wants to be with and what he wants to do. He's got to make a decision. So in order to get this to this level, he needs to get the energy from spirit and he's able to do this. As the Page of Swords, he's going to be able to do that. He's going to be able to cut away what he doesn't want and move forward to what he does want with you. He'll understand that he will receive the fruits of his labor if he puts in the hard work and follows towards you. If he goes in another direction and doesn't choose to come towards you, then he's going to deal with the devil and have some negative situations happen. But right now, I feel like, you know what? I feel like you're going to have to be head over heart right now with discipline and truth and mental clarity and being honest and understanding that this is not for you. This isn't nothing about what you're doing. This is about what he needs to do. But you need to stop being so easy with him. In other words, don't ignore him. Don't try to punish him like you're his mother. But in other words, let him know, you know what, here's my boundaries. Either you're going to shit or get off the pot. Either you want to be with me or you don't. But I'm not going to do this back and forth anymore. I will find somebody else if you're not interested. And I'm sure he will step up his game. All right, Lucerne, so let me know how that works out for you. Yeah, don't worry about overwhelming him. He'll be okay. Just tell him how you feel. Speak from your heart. Let him know that you want to be with him. But if he doesn't want to do what he has to do, and you could be there to support and encourage him with the loss of his grandmother as well, and be more help than anything. So either he's going to choose that or he's not. Either he's going to choose that or he's not. Okay? Let me know how you make out. All right, you guys. Everything is done. Thank you all so much, Cranky. Thank you for your help. All right, you guys. I got to go. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be doing some more tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing one card messages, 5555. If you want one card message from Spirit, no questions asked. They're pretty damn good. Check out the last video and you'll see how good they are. So tomorrow, sign up ahead of time. One card message. We'll be doing this in the morning, 5555. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Lucerne. Appreciate you. I'm sorry I didn't see you paid, but thank you. I'm glad we got you, Tammy. You're good. And I will see you guys tomorrow.